Okay, here we are.
Hello, Medford Arts Center Poetry Gathering friends. This is Vince.
This is Naomi.
Welcoming you once again to our home. Hoping you're well in your home. On a Thursday night that's rainy and dark and windy and stormy, we'd like to share with you some wonderful words of poetry. These videos are being filmed for publication on the Medford Arts Center webpage and also on YouTube. Simply search for Medford Arts Poetry. Tonight, we'll be reading submissions from our 2019 Adult Poetry Contest participants, and we'll also be sharing words from artists born in July, and we'll close with words of impact. We'll begin with a poem from Hara entitled Lake Reflection. Nature's own impressionism, set upon a watery canvas. A moving portrait creates wavy strokes that look dabbed over and over by the artist's hand. Landscape mirrored, hues of red, yellow, orange, blend and run continuously as currents forever rearrange the changing design. Thank you, Hara. We hope you're well. Next, from April Stahl. This is entitled, What I'll Miss. A sweet breath of forest air, my fingers running through your hair. A glassy lake in firelight, the subtle longing in your eyes. The kind way that you smile at me, a cool wind blowing through the trees. Your tender touch by calloused hands, the lapping waves, the glowing sand. Remember this. A blue moon high, the silent rain, hearing you whisper my name. A droplet in the open sea, your heartbeat rippling through me. The way you hold me in the night, the distant mountains topped with white. Your steady breath in sync with mine. A fog descends through starlit skies. I won't forget. The way we fit, the love we made. Your lingering scent when I awake. Your perfect skin against my own. The way your soft lips feel like home. The glossy light, the frigid dark, the way your words can warm my heart. The setting sun, the days that pass, these moments that we wish would last. That's what I'll miss. Thank you, April. Finally, from John Dennison. This poem is titled The Good Earth. There's a warning of a global warming. There's something we must do to make safe and clean, too, for all the generations still to come, they to know what we have done, to preserve and to protect what they can and will expect. And when their time is come, everything will then be done. People walking along their way will shed a tear as they say, I think that I shall never see anything as beautiful as a tree, or a mountain topped so high through white clouds in the sky. These are wonders that be, along with others still to see. The flowers blooming every spring, the sweet aromas they will bring, a taste of honey from a bee, a bird to sing in a tree. A butterfly was thought to stay, only then to fly away. When on a cloudy and rainy day, a sun to shine it away, leaving a rainbow across the sky with beautiful colors that please the eye. The waterfalls of mountains high wet the land so not to dry. Not far away there's a farmer's field, a bountiful crop there to yield. The oceans and rivers are deep and wide, a moon for them to change their tide. There's many wonders still to know, like winter's white, glistening snow. When autumn leaves begin to fall, I miss my love most of all. She's in heaven thinking of me. Looking down, she still can see all these wonders that are worth to be here on the good earth. Thank you, John. We miss you. Hope to see you soon. Next, an artist born July 19th, 1875 in New Orleans. Journalist, political activist, and poet. At a time when less than 1% of Americans went to college, she went to Straight University in 1892. She lived in Boston, New York City, Philadelphia, and then Wilmington, which is where Alice Moore Dunbar Nelson wrote The Lights at Kearney's Point. Oh, white little lights at Kearney's Point, you shine so clear o'er the Delaware. When the moon rides high in the silver sky, then you gleam white gems on the Delaware. Diamonds circlet on a full white throat, you laugh your waves on a questioning boat. Is it peace you dream in your flashing gleam, or the quiet flow of the Delaware? And the lights grew dim at the water's brim, for the smoke of the mills shredded slow between. And the smoke was red as his new blood shed, and the lights went lurid neath the livid screen. O red little lights at Kearney's Point, you glower so grim o'er the Delaware. When the moon hides low sombrous clouds below, then you glow like coals o'er the Delaware. Blue-red rubies on a throat of fire, you flash through the dusk of a funeral pyre. And there hearth fires red, whom you fear and dread, or the turgid flow of the Delaware. And the lights gleam gold, or the river cold, for the murk of the furnace shed a copper veil. And the veil was grim and the great clouds brim, and the lights went molten, now hot, now pale. O gold little lights at Kearney's Point, you gleam so proud o'er the Delaware. When the moon grows wan in the eastering dawn, then you sparkle gold points o'er the Delaware. Aureate filigree on a crochet's brow, you hasten the dawn on gray ship's prow. Light your streams of gold and the grim ships hold o'er the sullen flow of the Delaware. And the lights went gray in the ash of day, for a quiet aurora brought a halcyon balm. And the sun laughed high in the infinite sky, and the lights were forgot in the sweet, sane calm. Next, words from an artist born on July 12th, 1817 in Concord, Massachusetts. We know him as a philosopher and an essayist, and also a poet. In July 4th, 1845, he moved into Walden Woods. He spent 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days there. And when he wrote Walden on Life in the Woods, Henry David Thoreau included this quote: I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not when I came to die. To discover that I had not lived. I did not wish to live what was not life. Living is so dear. Nor that I wished to practice resignation, unless it was quite necessary. I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life. To live so sturdily and Spartan, like as to put to rout all that was not life. To cut a broad swath and shave close, to drive life into a corner and to reduce it to its lowest terms. Henry David Thoreau. And finally, an artist born July 4th, 1804 in Salem, Massachusetts. A novelist and a dark romantic short story writer. In 1816, he moved to Raymond, Maine, and lived on the shores of Sebago Lake. In 1821, he went to Bowdoin College, where he met Longfellow and became friends with future President Franklin Pierce. And finally, in 1850, he moved to Lenox, Massachusetts, where he would often meet with other poets and writers such as Melville and Longfellow and Emerson and Thoreau. These are some quotes from the author of The House of Seven Gables and The Scarlet Letter, from Nathaniel Hawthorne. No man for any conscionable period can wear one face to himself and another to the multitude, without finally getting bewildered as to which may be the true. It is remarkable that persons who speculate the most boldly often conform with the most perfect quietude to the external regulations of society. The thoughts alone suffice them, without investing in the flesh and blood of action. Words, so innocent and powerless as they are, as standing in the dictionary, how potent for good and evil they become in the hands of one who knows how to combine them. Happiness is like a butterfly, which, when pursued, is always beyond our grasp. But if you will sit down quietly, it may alight upon you. And finally, love, whether newly born or aroused from a death-like slumber, must always create sunshine, filling the heart so full of radiance that it overflows upon the outward world. The words of Nathaniel Hawthorne. And finally tonight, our words of impact, written by an artist born January 1st, 1956 in West Ireland, author, priest, and poet. This is a blessing from John O'Donoghue. May you awaken to the mystery of being here and enter the quiet immensity of your own presence. May you have joy and peace in the temple of your senses. May you receive great encouragement when new frontiers beckon. May you respond to the call of your gift and find the courage to follow its path. May the flame of anger free you from falsity. May warmth of heart keep your presence aflame, and may anxiety never linger about you. May your outer dignity mirror an inner dignity of soul. May you take time to celebrate the quiet miracles that seek no attention. May you be consoled in the secret symmetry of your soul. May you experience each day as a sacred gift woven around the heart of wonder. We wish you well until we see you again. This is Vince.
This is Naomi.
Good night.
Good night. Stay safe.